Where is she? Why hasn't she come?
She refuses.
What?
Yeah, she came.
Play the game. It looks like she's trying to manipulate him, but it's
Is it
still
a little dress?
I don't know. It's too
No. It looks like to be made of serpent skins.
maybe.
Skull!
That's beautifully weird.
It looks like she's trying to manipulate him, but it still could go many ways.
It's her. Not a word. We're leaving.
What are you doing?
Where are they going?
Trying to negotiate? It's not gonna work, man.
I'm with Ivar on this one.
Although I know that Ubbe's goal is born of a good thing.
That's where I killed the oil.
She could kill him right there.
You look very beautiful. Very beautiful.
Yep. You had it coming, buddy.
Like, don't assume that she's on your side.
What am I supposed to say?
Also, it's not because that you said to someone that she or he is beautiful that you can kiss them afterwards.
I have no luck with women.
I agree. He is not lucky with women.
Futile sanctas. Futile. Vilka bergets ländoko.
You don't.
Futile nivalandoka. They said they would give us her decision first thing in the morning. Do not worry. Vidzak. This is the right thing to do.
Welcome back, brothers.
Oh shit.
Jesus.
Oh, you look thirsty. Are you thirsty? I know you shouldn't say I told you so, but I told you so.
You kind of did, but I don't like the laughing.
I'm just glad that they survived, that they didn't kill them.
They are very brave warriors. I saw that today.
We must consider their offer.
My father had no right to grant them that land. He was no longer king.
But now you are king, and you can offer it. As a man of God, do you not advocate peace and mercy?
Yes, of course, my prince.
But he's the one that's gonna beat him up. Peace.
This is peace and love.
I love you.
Oh. And he can do nothing. At least he didn't kill them. That's the only good point that I saw in that.
I mean, he could have died, yeah.
And send back their heads, yeah.
But of course you were brave. You fought back. You fought back.
I hate the laughs.
You didn't let them get away with that. Huh?
Sparrow lite tabragura. Spaxtit. A wax ni ordnesa. Well, I'll rest over well dinchikas. Goddess you suit about us. Like the yagata. You fella.
Shoo! I hate this.
Oh,
I hate this.
I was just trying.
You made a bad call! You showed yourself to be weak. You two are lucky to be alive.
It's so right.
And now it is finally time for you to recognize me as the rightful leader of the great army.
Oh my gosh.
I knew that was the goal.
As your older brother, I will never, ever accept that. And after all, doesn't somebody have to be responsible for the care of our people?
It doesn't seem to me that you have taken that good care of them so far.
You cannot continue to fight in England without Vitsukum.
I think he will.
I think that you will find that more of our warriors and shield maidens want to fight with me and go farm with you too. Right? Right?
Then Vitzuk and I will go back to Kattegat tomorrow with our forces.
If that is your decision.
He doesn't need you anymore. He's got the army.
Oh my god. I hate fighting between siblings. It's heartbreaking.
It's healed? Yeah.
Oh,
It's not.
damn it.
I mean, you put bubbling water and sulfur and stuff on your wound. Holy fudge.
What is that?
It's terrifying. Whoa.
No.
Look at you! Trying to sneak away to avoid your shame. Nobody is with you! Everyone is with me! Let's go.
Oh damn.
Vincent wants to stay. Oh my god. I feel so bad for Ubbe. Oh.
He's got in the middle. What do you expect of him to do? He doesn't want to farm, I think. He likes to fight. You've seen him screaming.
You see, everyone is with me.
Not everyone. Not everyone was with you. Oh my god, gosh. Guys, this is heartbreaking. I really don't like seeing siblings fighting with each other because they cannot be able to cohabit with each other.
Me neither. You know, speaking of Fitz deciding to stay with Ivar, I feel like, I mean, some of you guys were mentioning that it's one thing, you know, to see both Ubbe and Fitz, you know, not really agreeing with Ivar and being, you know, careful around him, but clearly Fitzik also has dreams of his own. You know, I think he's been following you've been saying that too, but he's been following Ubbe mostly because he wants to keep the peace. But deep down, he also enjoys fighting. Like, he enjoys being a true Viking, and you know,
we've seen it scream when he was fighting.
So, as a good brother, he wanted to follow his older brother, but deep down, Ivar's speeches and what he wants, it's more appealing to him. So I kind of understand why he stayed. But that makes me feel so bad for Ubbe, like, because his dreams are born of a good thing, like a desire to recreate his dad's dreams, and he doesn't want to fight anymore, and he doesn't like killing innocents, and I'm all for that. But the Vikings are not like that, man. Like, you can't change their minds.
Most of them are not like that. A few of them want to just live a simple life too.
Some of them, yeah, but they're not here right now.
There's also that.
And I mean, Ivar is doing, I mean, we've been saying last episode that Ivar's goal was to have the army decide on their own to follow him, because he's been, you know, he's been doing the good thing. He's been agreeing to what Ubbe has been saying, but I mean, he's been twisting it a little bit, but he's been proving himself over and over, you know, being on the same level as his brothers, showing that he's capable of doing the same thing. And that thing he did in this episode during the fight, just scaring the English away just by being there. He could have died. And Ubbe is saying, like, oh, I saved your life, but the truth is, they could have killed him a dozen times over, and they didn't. They were scared. They didn't know how to react.
They were shitting their pants.
He's just he's showing a lot of courage. He's showing a lot of ruthlessness. He's showing a lot of common sense. And I agree, in this episode, what he was saying, like, it's not a good idea to try and negotiate. He was right. I hate that he's using it as a way to belittle his brother, though.
I also hate that. And the thing is, like you said, he was waiting for the opportune moment to take charge of the entire army.
Yeah.
And by defeating the Saxons and proving again that he was a good leader, and by having Ubbe and Witzer being beaten up by the Saxons, he proves that they're not as good as him, basically.
His plan worked so good too. Like, it was his strategy that made them win so easily. I agree that Ubbe and Fitzek also fought really well and stuff, but Ivar showed some guts in that fight, and it was terrifying, and the people basically started respecting the guy. Like, he is a true Viking, and it shows. And having Ubbe and Fitzek just come back beaten up because first of all they sneaked behind Ivar's back, which isn't really cool, and then their strategy didn't work out. It looks weak. It looks like, oh, you gave up, like you thought we couldn't win. It's almost like, you know, they showed up there, and even Aethelwulf said it, like, you won, so why are you here? It's like, you think you cannot win in the long run? Like, you think we're gonna beat you eventually? Like, it was even like, and the bishop too was like, oh, your words create more anger than anything else. Like, you showed up here and you're just like twisting the knife. No, we don't like that. So I'm like, I understand what Ivar was saying, but I hated that scene where everyone was just laughing at them because they appear to be cowards. Sadly.
It's angering and sad that they laugh, yeah, but I can understand why, in a way, they don't respect, and they don't respect cowardness, in a way.
And I feel like Ivar,
because you saw it just like I did, they couldn't fight back. If not, they would have been dead.
Yeah.
I'm glad that they're not dead, thank God. But they didn't fight back, and they basically just ran the tail between their legs.
Yeah. I mean, they were throwing stuff at them and everything. And I mean, I feel like in all of that, Ivar's plan to basically prove them that he was better wasn't, I mean, his plan wasn't to send his brothers back to Kattegat and just be the only one there. I think deep down, he wanted them to just admit that he was the better choice and follow him. But then having Ubbe go behind his back, that was like too much, and that's why he's standing there and he's like, you know, I've got everyone. Like, his brothers are just 2 people out of everyone. They are his brothers, so you would expect them to, you know, stand by his side and support him, but they don't. They don't support him, and I think it's important for Ivar. I think that's what he did here. It was important for him to just admit that he should stop looking for his brother's acceptance, because he's not going to get it after everything, and just be content with the army, the people that do respect him. Having Vitsa come back, that also helped him a lot. He's like, oh, okay, no, I've got one of the brothers.
Yeah.
So that's cool. But Ubbe, he's... I don't know, next time they see each other, I don't know how that's going to go down, but I don't think there's any more... Well, Ubbe is basically the next Sigurd, except they don't insult one another.
It's great that we see that, like you said, Vitserk was following Ubbe, but basically he got also dreams on his own and he likes to fight, just like King Harald's brother, who said that he wants to live his life the fullest, like an intense life, and he couldn't do it by following his brother's shadows.
He's got dreams of his own.
Yeah.
Speaking of the other brother, King Harald and stuff, with the Astrid situation, I just wanted to say, like, right now, nothing much happened. It just looks to me like, hey, John, you got your food? Stop screaming. To me, it just seems like right now Astrid is playing along, because otherwise she's gonna be miserable. Like, he's got an army. Like, she's surrounded. The best thing for her is to pretend, you know, be civil, but don't let him take what is not his, you know. Don't let him take what he wants from you, which right now I agree with. Okay, right now I'm all for that. What I don't like is that last episode they hinted at a lot of possible ways this could end or go, and I feel like Astrid has the spark in her to maybe want the position he's offering. I love that right now she's not taking it, like she is fighting it, and she's, you know, staying strong, and she's not letting him do what he wants, but I'm still not sure where she could take this in the future.
Yeah.
Just wanted to say that.
He
doesn't have luck at all with women, by the way. I know it. I said it last episode, I'm saying it here too. Like, that's 3 women that basically laughed at the idea of becoming his wife.
Oh, poor King Harald.
I wanted to talk about the bishop too. Okay, the bishop and Ivar.
Oh my god. Okay, first of all, I really loved and was excited to see different fighting styles with each character.
Hey, by the way, where is the other son?
He was hurt. He received a... He got an arrow in his shoulder.
True. Okay, that's
so
why he wasn't at the
let
table.
him rest, please.
I just
okay, but yeah, like I said, I'm really glad that we saw different type of fightings with Ritzert, Ubbe, Ivar, and Bishop Edmund.
Ivar, we saw Vitzerk is all about showing off huge, you know, moves, and he's like dancing.
He's so flexible and moving like a dancer, like you said,
Yeah, he's making it a show, you know, he's screaming a lot, he's swinging around. The bishop is all about, you know, staying close to the body, being really fast with his moves, and everything he does is like a killing shot. He's not doing anything for show.
You compare Bishop Edmund and Ivar in this episode, and I think that we can also compare them with their fighting styles. Like, with the Bishop Edmund is to the point, to the sticky point basically. Effective, fast, and clean shot. Ivar, more or less clean shot, but to the point also.
Ivar, it has to do it quick because of his condition.
Yeah.
But what Ivar likes to do is layer it over and over again. He's got so much rage that when he does a killing shot and he overcomes someone that should, by all rules that exist, overcome him because of his disability, he just layers it, you know?
Yeah.
He adds to it over and over again, which is something the bishop doesn't do. He kills and he moves on, I feel like. What I like, though, is, okay, we know that Ivar the Boneless is someone, a Viking, that is going to become very famous. We know that people know his name. We know that I don't know what he's going to do, but I know that people know about him. When I looked up the sword of the bishop, because I really wanted to find out what the hell that whole shot was about, and I don't know if I saw it when I looked up the sword or if one of you guys said it, but what made him famous is the fact that he came face to face with Ivar the Boneless, which is such an important figure in the Vikings history.
Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know if they're gonna see each other again. Yeah, but that whole scene was hyping, I feel, that face to face. They looked at one another, and what I like about these two is that they are basically two faces of the same coin. Ivar hates the Christians. He's got so much bitterness in him for these guys because he doesn't believe in their gods and he's willing to fight to just humiliate them, to just destroy them, obliterate them.
Yeah.
So the same could be said, I feel, about the bishop, but with the Christians hating the pagans. He sees them as an insult to his religion. He sees them as
demons.
He sees them as a poison that's spreading, and I feel like that's why he is so passionate about killing them all. When they're looking at each other, you feel the same intensity, and I think that the bishop is looking at this kid and he's like, oh shit, it's like the devil reincarnate. And right now Ivar doesn't really know the bishop, but if he were to look at him and know how devoted to his faith he is, he'd basically be thinking that, oh, this is the embodiment of what I hate most about the Christians, you know? So I think that, I don't know if they're gonna see each other again. I don't know if they're gonna fight each other, maybe. But
I
right
hope
now,
they do fight each other again. Yeah.
this moment, this scene of them looking at each other, surely hyped it up. It hyped it up so much, and I love that they're the same. Like when the bishop was facing the arrows and stuff, he didn't hide. He's like, you know what, my gods. I think that's my God. I feel like that's what he was thinking. He's like, if my God decides I am to die here, I will die. But if he is on my side, which I know he is, he will protect me. And that's exactly what happened. He didn't even try.
He
just stood there. He stood there.
He didn't even move.
And the arrows just kept flying past him, and he just stood there. And he looked them in the eyes, and he was just like, you know what? No, I am doing the right thing. I feel like sometimes the Christians are going to say stuff like that. Like, I mean, the Vikings are saying the same thing too. But when they truly believe in their gods and their religion, and they think they are doing the right thing, they're going to be like, if Loki was the same back in the day too, like, oh, if I'm doing the right thing, the gods want me to be here, then I'm not going to die, you know, because they're going to be on my side and I'm going to win for sure. It's the same way of thinking, just with a different god.
True.
And Ivar, same fucking thing. But maybe not because of the gods, maybe because he thinks of himself as special, you know? I mean, the girl telling him that the gods favor him most because he is Ivar the Boneless, because he is a cripple, and so he's got all of their power behind him. That really pushed him into believing that, yeah, he is special, and he is protected, and he is doing the right thing, and that's why he was so confident facing his brothers, and that's why when he ended up on the ground facing an army, he was like, you can't kill me. I mean, he's protected.
Ivar freaking the Boneless.
Yeah. He's got so much confidence, and he's like, because of who I am, I've got all the God's power behind me. You won't be able to kill me. And that showed up as a lot of anger. That showed up as disturbing behavior. He looked like a demon with all the blood on his face too. And I mean, cause to effect. I know we've been talking about this, like when you're being told that something is gonna happen, you're gonna make it happen, regardless of if it will happen or not.
Yeah.
It's the same with Ivar. I think he's a normal human being until he believes he is special and he makes it happen.
Mm.
And that was so fucking intense. Woo! A lot of fun.
Alright. So that was it for episode 3, guys.
Yes, thank you guys so much for watching this episode with us. If you want to see the next one right away, it's going to be on Patreon soon. Check it out. The link is in the description.
So don't forget to subscribe if you want to watch it now, and if not, with the next one to be out on YouTube. So we're gonna see you soon, guys.
Yes.
Bye bye.
Bye.